so since we're on YouTube, the first thing we want to do is give all of you shout outs because you're all here joining us. So we've got John the Phone Guy, Trap Vision, Richard Oso, Mike. Look, all of our regulars are here. I hope you treated all of the moms in your life spectacularly over the course of this incredible day today. And we're going to make this a really quick power play show because I want to go home and see my son.
All right.
You want to go home and see your baby B, right?
I have a drive. I'm just excited to get in my car.
I'm Kendi, Justin Zimmer from Invicta. And this is what we do. We kind of just give you an idea of what Invicta's about. We typically feature in this segment really limited pieces, kind of last call items, and then at the very end, we tease you to let you know what's coming up in our huge event. We're going to be broadcasting live from the Invicta brand new headquarters in Florida, and we kick that off next Sunday night.
No, are we just at the headquarters, or because I got an email that we are at multiple locations, so we're at the pavilion too. Yeah. So we're going back and forth, and so it'll be fun.
It's going to be fun. Back and forth and all over the place
for like a week. We're basically moving. We are basically moving the network. To Florida.
It's a 9-day broadcast.
But with everybody, not just. I mean, Invicta's
there. Skincare, One World Fashions, everybody in jewelry. Actually, all the jewelry I'm wearing is from Dallas Prince collection.
Very cool.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah,
she's
awesome too.
All right, so we've got about a dozen left in this Jason Taylor Bolt Zeus. We don't have it to show you, but it will come in his specialty 3-slot dive case. This is a pretty cool execution.
It is. So it's the most famous bolt design ever done. With Jason Taylor, you get into some special things. You're going to have the carbon or the glass fiber on the sidewalls. Look at that. The contrast you have there with the black cable work, and then you have the glass fiber. That also continues onto the dial of this build with that glass fiber. It's just a spot-on, cool execution, guys. Swiss-made Ronda Z60 on the inside, built to true professional dive specs. This is how you do it. Plus, numbered limited edition of 999 pieces, and this is like last call here, guys. So on the YouTube show, a lot of times we have very limited quantities in rare pieces, and we always have that Invicta Online Live price active, right, Jamie?
It is!
It is. He double-checked, I bet.
Go, Jamie. Go, Jamie.
So if you go online right now and you type in 652-267, you have that Online Live price, guys, so that's special pricing for this show right now.
By the way, you can share this link, so be sure to share it with your friends. They can watch the show over and over. Chat with everybody. If you haven't subscribed yet, maybe you're watching us, but you can't find how to chat, you actually have to subscribe to YouTube before you can get in and chat with us. So make sure that you do that. And we are here for you off and on all the time. When you watch our live broadcasts, we kind of let you know when these YouTube shows are going to happen. And I'm assuming, Jamie, can I assume that we're going to do a lot of these in Florida?
YouTube shows?
We don't know?
None.
None? Nada? Nichts? Tiputa? Nothing?
You
know why not?
Sounds like there's a story.
But you know why not?
We should,
because we're broadcasting live from there 24/7, and I can't squeeze in another hour to work.
Yeah.
I'm working a lot of hours.
I'm sure we could squeeze in time someplace. We have not yet done the simultaneous YouTube and live show. As soon as we figure that out, we basically doubled our productivity.
What do you mean we haven't figured it out? We did it last hour.
No, I mean if we have like the Invicta show on YouTube, like now, and the live show happening at the same time.
Two different shows?
Yeah.
Compete against ourselves?
Same time.
Why would we compete against ourselves?
Oh, it'll work. You just wait. Look at Jamie's already writing it down.
Kind of like that. Kendi's like, no. But you have to host both, Kendi.
No.
But you have to host both.
It's simulcast. All right, so can the ladies wear the Bolt Zeus? I would say not on a bracelet, but on a strap all day long. What do you think? Would you like to see a larger watch on a woman's wrist?
Yeah, I mean, you know what, though? There's a lot of women collectors that wear larger timepieces. You're going to notice when we were on the cruise, we saw that. So if you're that lady wearing Sub-Aqua's, 50, this is a 52 millimeter case size. It didn't grow by 1 millimeter.
It's a little big on me.
But yeah, it can be. But if you're wearing, the full-size Sub-Aquas and stuff like that, Venoms, absolutely all day long, you can fit into this piece.
I think it's if you feel powerful when you're wearing it, that for sure. So everything in this hour, or this half-hour little block, by the way, super limited. So these are all last looks. We do honor value pay. We do honor some of the best prices. And if you can hang on tight until the end of the hour, or the half hour, we're going to show you what's coming up in our big show next Sunday. Any questions, any shout-outs you want to give anyone there? Justin?
We have, I don't know who we were talking about before. We got Rick. We got Rick and Ricky.
Rick and Ricky.
That sounds like a
Could be a
sitcom.
Show.
Yeah, Rick and Ricky, Steven, Trap Vision's on here, John the Phone Guy. So yeah, it's pretty cool, guys. question. Somebody was asking about transatlantic coming back. I'm not sure
know.
on that. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Oh, this
We'll
is
let
cool.
you know.
All right, so you are
Give me the box and
the Star Wars geek in the house.
just
We are down
well,
to about 40 of these Star Wars
Yeah.
available. That's a really good price on this piece.
Yeah, so this is tremendous value. $119.99 comes in the custom packaging. Now, these are the lower, I would say, numbered limited editions. When we talk about character collections, typically it's 2, 3, 4,000. I think we did some in 5,000 when we did the Muppets. But this variation, 1,977, because you guys know that's the year that first movie debuted, really launching probably one of the biggest stories ever told in cinema. So here you're going to notice too, this is the Jango Fett, which is Boba Fett's father. So if you've purchased one of the other Fett executions over the years, I would say this is a perfect way to complete that set, by the way. And we have found that a lot of you guys love this line and purchase more than one. And I get that, because if you're like a real big Star Wars collector, and we see this with like the Star Wars figures and toys and whatever, things like that, where you buy one and you open one, and then one you don't touch, really to keep it brand new, and that's actually happening with the timepieces too.
Look at Joel, the cameraman.
Yeah.
So Joel was our producer last hour. He's now running camera. Turn around and say hi, Joel.
Joel's getting a lot of
right here.
Joel's getting a lot of play.
Joel's getting a lot of screen time tonight.
He's got a steady hand there. So if you would like the Star Wars piece, just so you know, it is a true dive watch. It's 200 meters water resistant, which is cool.
Driveologist says, sorry for the bad watch idea earlier. Was that the person that was asking
It
about
was a little weird.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We were just joking around.
We always joke around.
They're all good ideas. No need to be sorry.
Yeah, we love them. And you can give us other ideas as well. And I was really true about this too.
Jay-Z biceps watch.
We are putting into
I'm
action
sorry.
some brand new pieces for the fall. So if there's something that you would like to see, you really need to get us your ideas, or at least get me my ideas for the Host Pick Show in October. Message me
better do
on
that quick, though.
Facebook. I need to have it in writing, or the guys upstairs will just say, "Yeah, Candy says they say they want that, but do they really want it? So I need proof." Proof in the pudding.
Yeah.
Right?
Or proof that you asked for it. Otherwise.
Proof that the customers asked for it.
Yeah.
Over
Okay.
and over and over again.
So yep, the Fett execution, it's done on a Pro Diver platform, but the larger variation of 47. So it's actually Grand Diver size at 47 millimeters. It's built to true professional dive specifications. I mean, this is the full version of what we would think of in a Pro Diver design, but now has all of that imagery. So you have that iconic helmet design. Also that next generation plating on the center links and the crown and function pushers done in the blue on this. It's absolutely beautiful. Love this piece.
By the way, if you're watching us live right now and chatting with us, Brian Kessler is in the kitchen on evine.com, cooking up a storm with Paula Dean and her fabulous sons that came into town to spend Mother's Day with her. And if you don't own an air fryer yet,
Yeah.
oh, you got to get one.
What's the next step from that air fryer? Like oven size? Because it's big.
Yeah, well, then I think you go to a convection
Or
oven.
do you just replace your
No,
oven?
you just use a convection oven. Right?
That's like off the grid living at its finest
But
right
she's
there.
got one. I think she's got the largest basket size on the air right now, or on the air this hour.
Really?
I own an air fryer from here. It is
And
outside
listen,
of
they're
our
popular.
refrigerator, our most used item in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
they're hugely popular.
For
guys.
reheating,
Air
like you would never
fryers.
think to bring fries home or onion rings home, or pizza,
'Cause they're soggy.
it gets soggy. You
Yeah.
can't do it in the microwave. Oh no, you put pizza, leftover pizza,
Yeah.
in the air fryer.
Crispy.
Fantastic.
I like
Almost
it.
better than
I
the
like
first
it
time out.
crispy.
Do you? Do you like your pizza crispy?
I don't like soggy. You like it? I'd say burnt, Joel. You be careful with that.
I don't like anything burnt.
Burnt. Come on.
Although I do like my fries really well done.
Me too. My wife does too.
Really well
What she
done.
does is she pokes them all, and if they're soggy, she flicks them over to me. She goes through them. So I get the soggy fries.
No, well done fries. They're the only way to eat your
Well,
fries.
no, I mean, yeah, I know. But I get the soggy ones.
Final call on the Sub-Aqua Seadragon in the Aztec design that's etched into the wood on the bezel, etched into the wood on the dial. Final two colors, 3 in green, 4 in teal. 3 in green, 4 in the teal. So the green is, it's delayed, so I gotta look at it this way. The green is this one. It is the kind of evergreen. This is green. The teal, I'd like to be on a color committee. Jill Summerstein and I have been asking to be on the color committee forever. I would have called this turquoise, and then it
Not
would
a
have been
real,
less confusing.
It's not a real thing.
What isn't a real thing?
The color committee.
Well, we've found that out over the years.
You know, Jamie, that should be on the list. We should do the, like when we're on a remote, we have the 2 monitors, right? So one's live and then one's the return.
Yeah.
Can we do that? Because like this one has a really bad
He's looking at you like,
delay.
hell no.
That is the big
No, but you do a live one from the camera too, so we can actually see what we're doing. Anyways, we got a question here.
You're not demanding at all.
Steven, no, I said to put it on the list. I didn't demand it. He said it's something to put on the list.
The one in the
upgrade.
middle is sold out, by the way, if you're looking for the silver tone one.
Well, it's the only thing on the list, Jamie, so that's good. So Steven, Trump asks, why doesn't Invicta use tritium? Now, tritium is a radioactive material that you're not supposed to put in your mouth. I'm serious. It says it if you get something like that. It says you're not supposed to do that. But it glows in the dark. We have used it in the past, by the way.
It's been years.
So the question isn't why don't we use it? Why don't we use it again? Yeah, we can ask about that. They're actually very expensive.
Yes.
Those tubes, and there's really only I think it's still true to this day. There's only one company that you can import through MB Microtech to get those, but it's actually a radioactive, I think it's like an isotope that's actually decaying in the tube, so it glows, and it's like for 20, 30 years,
yeah.
something like that. So it's cool,
That'd
and
be
hopefully
cool if
we
we
can
could
bring
do
it
that
back
again.
at some
That'd
point.
be nice.
Yeah.
If there's any suggestions like that, again, right now I am getting from people between now and you got to let me know between now and Sunday, because we're going to be broadcasting next Sunday live from Invicta from the headquarters, so I can hand all the notes over. If there are things that you'd like to see, I'm asking, especially for the women, but for the guys as well. Send me a message on my Facebook page, and we'll see what we can do.
We got
for
another
you.
question from
What's another question?
Driveologist. Says, Jay-Z, you know a lot about watches, but you know anything about bear attacks? I do. I do know a lot about bear attacks.
Have you
and
been
I know,
attacked by a bear?
And I know you should just not get attacked by a bear. That's,
So
but
you know
funny.
who to ask, though? Kimberly Wells.
Well, I used
because
to live.
she goes hiking
I
in
used
the
to live in
mountains.
Colorado, actually, and the funniest thing that I would see is when you're hiking in the mountains in Colorado. If you're on a trail, the dumbest thing, you'll see a sign that'll say "Caution: Bears, stay on trail," and it's like, oh my God, I hope the bears see this. You grew up in the middle of nowhere, I hear.
Certain bears, like if you see a grizzly, I think you're supposed to stand your ground, and they'll just run away.
Just rush them.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't know about
And
that.
but I've
Run
also
like
heard
this.
you're supposed to make a lot of noise, so they don't even come onto the
Yep,
trail.
yep. Wear bells
Does
and
that
all
depend on the bear?
Trap stuff. I think it does.
I think in Minnesota you have to be
Listen.
more afraid of the moose than the bear, because
Oh,
the
yeah,
moose,
they're dangerous.
The moose will kill you.
Well, they actually in Canada or in Alaska, they have some towns where like the kids walk to school. They have safe houses. So like if there's a moose, you can actually dive into one of the houses because they're dangerous, man.
And they're humongous. They're ginormous.
That means big.
So big. They're cool.
Bear
Cool.
attacks.
We were up at the Gunflint Trail, and we were driving home once, and there was a big mama moose and her baby moose right in the middle of the road.
But that's even more dangerous.
Well, we didn't get out of the car.
That's even more dangerous.
We didn't
though.
get out of the car, and they stayed and performed for us.
You know,
for a while.
moms,
It was cool.
they're dangerous.
Sub-Aqua Seadragon, guys. It is rated to 200 meters,
Yep.
water resistant, but do not dive in it because of the wood. Oh, should we go
Duck and-
fancy?
Duck and cover, that's what you do.
Should we go fancy schmancy?
Duck and cover. Yep.
Iridescent.
Oh,
Hasn't
yeah.
been on the air since March. This is done in an excursion, so there's some juxtaposition here because the excursion is typically kind of that corporate man's watch, but now on a bracelet, it's completely plated in iridescent, so it's kind of out there. We have about a dozen remaining. Another watch that is that larger format, so I'm not sure how it's going to work on the ladies, but the ladies do love their iridescent as well.
It's very cool, and to
Yeah.
get it all done in that is very, very rare. Very rare. Let's see.
Who's else watching?
We got some comments here. Are we going to see a sub 50 millimeter chaos sometime? I don't know. I think that's something that Kendi might suggest. Build a smaller chaos, maybe.
Oh yeah, I want a smaller Chaos, a smaller X-Wing, a smaller Man of War.
Oh, look at this one. Robert Fairbanks.
Yeah.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. That's from The Office. It's pretty funny. Listen, identity theft is not a joke, Robert. Have you seen that episode?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay, then you wouldn't get that.
No.
Two
Nobody
peop-
in this room got
Two
it.
people got that. It's not a joke, Robert. It's not a joke. It's not a joke, Jim.
Oh boy. It's stand-up night here
So,
on Evine's YouTube.
and I'm killing it. All right, here we go. So this is a Generation 1 excursion done with a gorgeous black mother of pearl, which, by the way, works perfectly
Look
with
at that.
iridescent because the colors that it gives off really kind of melts into the rest of the watch here when you have that iridescent finish. But we're looking at a serious build here. Swiss-made movement on the inside, the flame fusion crystal built to true professional dive specifications. This is reserved in its build, but now we get into the rarity of the plating technique on this. And if you're familiar with metalworking, you know, where you heat metal up to an extreme temperature, cool it down very quickly, you get that kind of rainbowed effect to the metal. That's what we're going after with the look of this iridescent finish. It's very cool.
Speaking of the mountains and up north, don't you know? The Northern Lights.
You betcha.
The Aurora Borealis. Don't you know? What's your favorite place in Minnesota? Do you have a favorite place in Minnesota?
Home.
Home. Oh, that's
Grand Marais.
Grand Marais. So Joel's is Grand Marais.
All the people with the stickers that always have the Sven stickers.
Yeah,
You see those down here all the time. You're like, man, you drove forever to get pizza, bro.
Just like,
And make sure if you go to Sven's,
And for Joel,
Sven and Ole's, you get a sticker.
and for Joel, Grand Marais is like big city. Am I right,
Grand
Joel?
Marais.
Joel is from
hometown
the
is-
the coldest place in America.
Are you from Embarrass?
no. International.
International
Oh,
Falls.
pretty darn close.
International Falls.
Embarrassed, yeah. Yeah, we're
I can see Canada from my house.
Oh yeah,
good friends growing up.
yeah.
Best man at his
That's why they
wedding.
got distracted.
It's a hoot. It's a hoot, don't you know? So home. Outside of home, what is your favorite place in Minnesota?
I like, you know, northern Minnesota, but like north, where you start to get into pines and rock formations and a little elevation, you know, like the lakes. Of course, it's the land of lakes here, but a lot of lakes around here are just, it's flat land with water, and it's just not as interesting. So I like further north.
Gunflint Trail. I think if you're going to
Further
come
north.
visit Minnesota, if you like to ski, visit Lutsen and then drive
Lutsen.
north.
Yeah.
Lutsen.
Waters. Boundary Waters?
And go to the Boundary Waters, don't you know?
Ah, sure.
Sit up on the rocks, yeah,
I'll
sure.
live, yeah.
Have some beers. Have some beers. Watch the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eh?
I don't know what's happening right now.
Well, this watch reminds
By the
me
way,
of the Northern
you
Lights.
guys are talking like this, and I don't know, Fargo is not in Minnesota, by the way. It's in North
My
Dakota.
mom sounds like the people from Fargo, though.
Oh,
Your mom
really?
does?
Ridiculous, yeah.
Oh.
From the movie, it's
But
All
it's
right.
in North Dakota.
Well, we have one more timepiece I think we're going to share with you, and then we have a tease, something like that,
do?
coming
Okay.
up for you, or one or two pieces. Then we got a
Cool.
tease, and I was mistaken. I thought it was the tease for the remote. It's not. It's actually a tease. Is it a tease for the 16th or the 19th?
16.
Oh, it is for the. You have a show on. You have a show on the 16th on Thursday. Did you know that at 8 p.m.?
I don't think so.
I know. I thought that was weird too.
Maybe that's Ryan.
Maybe it's Ryan. Maybe that's why we didn't know. Okay,
Maybe
so
double check.
next up, Specialty Sub-Aqua. If you are new with us, and most of you aren't, but if you are, this is the #1 top rated watch in Invicta's brand by the customers, so it's their favorite. And it has to do with a case and cradle design in this timepiece. Wow. Well, this has certainly got to be one of the lowest prices ever on a Specialty Sub-Aqua. This Specialty Sub-Aqua is in green or in gunmetal. So you order it via the color of the dial background color. So if you order the green, you're going to get a whole lot of green, even on the strap, and some fabulous orange accents. And if you order the gunmetal, all of the accents and the strap are in blue. So again, you order it via the color of the background dial color. This Specialty Sub-Aqua is a little different, 100 meters water resistant.
Yep.
We've got like a dozen in each available.
Yeah, I mean, very cool. I mean, the price on this is ridiculous. You get into that Swiss ETA movement on the inside. But I mean, this is that case and cradle design system that is famous. I mean, really, when we start talking about Sub-Aqua series, this is what you think about. The Sub-Aqua Venoms, the Sub-Aqua Specialties. I mean, I know we talk about the Nomas, but some of the most famous design details in this watch right here.
By the way, if you're watching us on YouTube but you missed our 2 hours of power play, go back online and watch them. We took the Sea Hunter propeller down to $199.
Yep.
We debuted the Chaos in a 400 diamond piece.
Yeah, that was gorgeous. You guys love that.
Brought back the Venom Elegant, speaking of Sub-Aqua series. We had a Sub-Aqua 3 in the Anatomic. Oh, and that Grand Diver debuted with the meteorite dial for the first time ever
Yep.
in the gold tone.
In the gold tone, yeah.
So if you
it's
missed that
beautiful.
show, you can go back. If you didn't know this, you can go back to evine.com, go into the program guide. If you scroll back an hour or 2 or 3 or 4, or
Yeah.
even scroll back to last week, I think you can scroll back up to 2 weeks, you can rewatch shows that you may have missed.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Or if you find an item, you can click on the video and watch that if you wish to. Oh, there it is. Look
Trap
at you.
Vision. Trap Vision wants you to do the noise.
What noise?
The
Which
propeller
one?
noise.
Look at that. There you go, right there.
On demand. That's on demand right there.
All right, going back.
Good night.
That's an easy one. We just showed you our program guide.
Scene.
By the way, on our website.
Are you taking students
I don't know. Maybe.
for your improv class?
Yeah.
Pretend,
Stand up night. I can do what I want to.
pretend you're a propeller and walk
It's
around
Mother's
the
Day.
room.
I can do what I want to.
That's true.
Right?
You're right. Absolutely.
By the way, if you want good skincare, there's good skincare launching later tonight. I've got great skincare tomorrow night. And then you won't see me again until Florida on Sunday. Gonna go to
So,
New York City to visit
It
my
looks,
daughter.
yeah, that's awesome. It looks like I'm on Wednesday night for some like super late night shows, and then we are back. I am Thursday at 7 p.m. East,
Okay, so we're gonna tease the watch for
and
Thursday night.
then Ryan's on Friday, super late night. So
So I'm stealing some watches from the building. Not really stealing, but taking them to New York City, and I'll be shooting them all weekend to let you know what's
that's
coming
fun.
up over the course of our Invicta remote that begins from their new
we
headquarters
got a lot
on
of
Sunday
stuff
night.
coming up. It's gonna be
A
big.
lot of stuff.
I like it a lot.
You like it a lot?
Samsonite, I was way off. A lot.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Big gulp, huh?
This is your sneak
Flashbacks.
peek. This is your sneak peek. I don't know that it's available yet. Thursday night,
okay.
the 16th.
Yeah.
This is going to come your way. It is the monstrous 54 millimeter, as big as it gets in an excursion Ocean series.
And it's 7 p.m. East. It is back. Can we say the price? It says, I don't know if we can
I don't know
say
if that's going to be the accurate price, but I think it's going to go.
So-
I don't want to say, because if they change their minds, I don't want to get.
We're going to have a very low price,
Very
and it's
low
going to be
price.
only valid. It says for the visit, but it must be that one day.
And it's one of my favorite bracelets ever.
That one day.
So I apologize. I thought we were going to tease things for the weekend. Clearly, well, it's the weekend, so they haven't come in stock yet. So here's what I'm going to do. When I head to New York City on Thursday, I'm going to take a handful of watches with me that will debut during the Sunday night launch of our 9-day broadcast live from the Invicta headquarters in Florida. And I'll post them on my Instagram, which is Kendi TV Host, Kendy TV Host.
Very cool.
Right? And you're going to be taking some pictures, I'm sure, and
Yeah, we'll be doing a
posting
lot.
those on Being Zimmer.
Yep. And I won't be part of the big remote broadcast until Monday night. So
You're going to miss the day
skipping a day.
for somebody special's birthday.
Skipping a day, and then I think Ryan leaves a little early, and then I hang out a little later.
Yeah,
so
I have Jill Summerstein for the launch, and then Ryan will be doing Invicta Power Play with Jill.
It's going to be awesome. Oh, really?
I think.
Cool.
Yeah, and we get to tour the new, because when we did the Invicta Warehouse show in January,
Finishing
the
touches.
headquarters weren't done, so we get to see all the finishing touches. I've heard it's
Yeah.
very cool.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we ready to say goodnight, James?
We are.
Is that it?
We're going to say goodnight. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Remember, Paula Dean
Thank
and
you.
Brian Kessler, evine.com right now. They're cooking up in the kitchen, and if you don't have an air fryer yet, Scout's Honor, it is the best thing ever. Get it. Fried pickles.
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 I'll leave you with
Fried
that. That's my Zen thought of the day. Pickles.
Pickles.